Alright. Let's make sure everything's going. Gosh, I have a headache. My dog headbutted me in the chin. And now I have a headache. I'm going to start tunes in just a sec. Gotta get chat up. There we go. Nope. I wanted... Yeah. There we go. There we go. Oh, my head hurts. You damn demon. Demon is looking very cute over here. Tea always makes it better. Okay. We're gonna get a lot of stuff done today. We're gonna do a lot more coloring than we're gonna do drawing today. How's my sound? Am I a little quiet? I'll move the camera. Please don't break. There we go. I gotta know where my proper, that's the wrong thing. I didn't want to open that. What's the proper distance? I sound fine? Oh, I was wrestling with Ace earlier, and he cracked me underneath the chin with his Labrador head, and now I have a headache, and it really hurt. I don't think I got a concussion. I'm glad I didn't bite my tongue. That would have sucked. Yeah, I have a demon for a dog. I love how he sleeps like he's the most, like he works. I think it's in focus. There we go. So we're gonna color. This was today's. If you're on the Instagap. Trying to find a good place to put the mic cord. That doesn't sound like that doesn't look like it's a good idea. Okay. Alright. That was yesterday's. Goth Goddess Girlfriend for everybody. Hey, you! Lay down! You're going to... Hey! Lay down! Ace! Lay down. Lay down. He's looking for Dad. He thinks Dad's supposed to be home. This is tomorrow, which is a blast in the past for Decon because that's one of his characters. I swapped out somebody and I needed a last-minute replacement. And I have the original, I just don't know where the hell I put it. There's an original image. You'll see it on the Birdie app. Or it's still the Birdie app instead of what the hell Elon wants it to be. But yeah, that's for tomorrow. Is your grill fried? Everybody's big titty ghost hunting grill fried. My disaster lesbian. Our disaster. I mean, she's your character, but Decon, but you know, she's our disaster lesbian. She has a cameo appearance in Creepy and Crawly, but she's in the spin-off, one of spin-offs. So I did this. Hold on, I gotta look. I'm looking. I think I know where this is. Hang on. I honestly think I know where this image is. If not, I will have to do something. No, I can't get to it right now. I didn't even think to get it until like this moment. I need lighter purples because you can't see, but it's like purple. Everyone's disaster lesbian. So we're gonna be working today. Goal is we're gonna color Nero. That's the backing paper, otherwise it bleeds. I'll show you, I made a mistake of not putting it back behind Base's image. And so the day before is bled over. And I had to use white pen to clean it up. But it's there. So, there's Renzo. We're going to color him. And then Iris. The goal is to color all of them. And then if we have time, we're going to ink Hideki and figure out what to put on his t-shirt. We're going to ink Jura. And then maybe we get to the next one. We're going to save that. We're not going to reveal that one. That's a new character, new series. So let's get started. Now this has already been done. Like there's a few that I had already done. I'd already designed this. So this is 2020, I think. Here it is. 2019. We're just going to be just picking that up and dropping it off in the future, in the present. It's a little different because I couldn't trace. So that's what we're working with. But if you guys want to see some ancient stuff, about 2019, late 2018, there's Nero. First solidified. The hair is different now. I've got to get consistent with the hair. But there was the original sketches. I was working out what he looked like. Old school. That's old shit. Old by like most standards. Oh my god, it's hot in here already and I turned off the air conditioner. But there's the original Nero. Some workshopping on names over here. Renzo got circled. He was almost named Renzo. Then I changed it to the character we all have now. Nikolai also was a contender. Nikolai ended up being the antagonist. So there's a lot of... He was really hard to name. I don't know why. And the name of the series is Threads of Yugen. Yugen being the profound feeling of the mystery of the beauty of the universe, because he was meant to be a character I could use in multiple settings. A universe hopper. An isekai master, if you will. That was my intent. That was the original intent. That's why Hideki and Juro are the same way. They're just more ascended. So there's a little bit of meta lore. But today, we are coloring. I got ahead after being behind for a couple weeks. Also, because Tears of the Kingdom. I haven't beaten it yet. I want to do the next part, but I think I want to do it on the big TV instead of, like, handheld. Ergo, I've got so paranoid. Okay. It's kind of cool. You can kind of like see after echoes of like all the different characters I've done over the month. I see Yoko the most because that's her right there. So, but there's some interesting whoa. I think someone is H-O-M-E. Home. He's not in the room. I can say it. I don't have to spell it. Someone's home. Who's home? Tell me. Not me, just stirring the pot. Oh, it is my dad. Let's see, peacock blue. That's his hair color. That's also his image color. He's the god of rain. I have to just find the right thing. That's Luna. Can you hear Luna? Luna is barking. Boof, boof. I chose my favorite color, my favorite shade of blue for his hair. So noisy! He also was I used him in my recent D&D Forgotten Realms campaign. He is a paladin. which is perfect for him. And then I also found out that I really like playing Paladin. Like, holy fuck, man. I know if you don't play D&D, you don't understand. But let me put this out there. It's the Nero, the original Nero. The original Nero. The Nero I created specifically so I could use him in other settings. My Isekai Nero. In his Halloween outfit. These diamonds, I'm not looking forward to doing. Oh, we should do this. You can hear the little lady. Yeah, Dad just got home. I think he sounds like he's on the phone with somebody. He must have been talking to someone on his way home. Maybe my aunt. I don't know. I'm gonna close the door in just a moment. But, oh my god, paladins are so fun. Can't tank, which, you know, isn't my thing, but healing. Tizuzu's not elf, but still friend property. Yeah, he's property, yes. He's not an elf. He's, hold on, let me go get the door. He's a hybrid human, if I remember correctly. I chose a hybrid so I could max out some stats doing some wacky things to get a couple more points and stuff, if I remember. Variant human, I think is what they call that. So he's part something. He's probably part elf way back in his history, but he's human. His king is an elf. That would be this character. His king is an elf. I believe in his Nero's backstory, he comes from a long line of... he lives in a very small kingdom, or used to. And I don't remember what they call it, but it's a thing in D&D, and I think in Forgotten Realms, where you can use magic to make this, like, super impenetrable barrier, like a super barrier? I can't remember. And the king of the kingdom, which is Renzo, he made it to protect the kingdom. The problem is that more often than not, when you do this special kind of super barrier, it kills you, because it takes so much energy, but it didn't kill him. But what it actually ended up doing is he's alive and he's keeping the barrier up, but should you pursue that route, what it does is it drains the user and it makes them go crazy eventually. So to prevent him from going crazy, he employs knights, and most of them are paladins. He employs paladins to go out into the world and pick up stories and bring it back. So they come back and they tell him, like, all these elaborate, crazy stories of, like, the outside world, and it keeps him grounded so he can keep the barrier up to protect the kingdom longer. And Nero's family line comes from. His family has been serving the king for this purpose for many generations, and Nero's just the newest one. And so that's why he's out there. Just on adventures, is because he just wants the craziest shit to happen so he can go home and tell his prince all the crazy shit that he's seen. And that's his backstory. And it doesn't really have anything to do with, like, the main plot that we were in, mostly because it wouldn't. It's just, he's just there along for the ride. And if you're wondering why he doesn't hire bards to do this, it's because bards wouldn't last very long doing this shit, because usually they do this solo. They don't go in a group. Each of the paladins goes separate. And I think I worked in, just very vaguely, the main characters of this story are all different knights. So Renzo's the prince, Iris is a knight, Nikolai is a knight, and Nero is a knight. They're all paladins. I think the only one who wouldn't be an Oath of Ancients, which is what he is, would be Nikolai, and Nikolai is a Oath of Vengeance paladin. Just because he's edgy like that. Nikolai's the antagonist, so if he's gonna be a good guy, he has to be... I wouldn't make him an Oathbreaker, because that would just be contrary to the story. But yeah, that was Nero's backstory in our D&D campaign. And that's why he's there, just to, like, hang out and get cool stories. Also, I believe his oath dictates that, what he does, Oath of Ancient Paladins, I believe they are, their whole oath is to protect light and goodness in the world, and to do everything you can to, protect all the good things in life. Like, they're like superheroes. And I was like, that's cool. The only problem is that, they don't got, like, turn undead shit. Oath of Ancients Paladins are more like Green Knights. So they're kind of, like, associated with, like, greenery and shit like that. Which is why I didn't have any undead shit to work with. For better or for worse? Question mark? The reason why I really like playing a paladin, number one reason is lay on hands. I love lay on hands, because I'm like, when I played D&D, I like being a support or healer, but they're so squishy. The healers are squishy. I played a cleric in 4th ed. And 4th ed was not very nice to me in terms of, like, good dice rolls to make, you know, to adequately make me feel like I'm doing a good job. There were times where I was very much stressed that we were going to lose a party member here and there. But I wanted something that could heal, but also not get, you know, knocked over by a twig. Especially because I heard that, you know, Tizuzu and Mordecai were going to be you're sorcerers, right? You're not wizards? You were sorcerers. And I was like, big bang class, but squishy must protect. I liked my cleric, don't get me wrong. I did like Lunac. Lunac was my cleric, and I loved him. I loved him dearly. But 4th ed was not very nice to him. You were sorcerer. Yeah. Sorcerer's got the cool shit, right? So I wanted to make sure that we didn't die. So I went with a paladin, and my husband was just like, well, why don't you do a paladin, because they have lay on hands when you finally get it, which is basically, for those who don't know, Decon, I know you don't play, but lay on hands is basically, I got a pool of hit points that I can spend however I want to heal. So if I want to spend them on myself, I can choose how many out of a pool. If I want to spend it on someone else, I can do that. And it doesn't take a dice roll. It's whatever I choose, which was so good. In fairness to Zuzu's cool shit stuff is mostly stuff she picked up in hordes. What dragon? There's no dragon here. Don't mind the breath. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna try my best to retell this story. I might have already told this story in stream, but it is such a good story. We're gonna tell it again. I'm gonna tell the story about when we were in the mines of Phandalin. So it was the last dungeon. And how Tizuzu catfish fried our poor catfish friend, Gyoshan. I love this story. So, our party was Tizuzu, who looked like a halfling, but she's actually a dragon. But we played along that we didn't know she was a dragon because she was trying really hard not to show that she was a dragon. So she wasn't a dragon. And she's had a whole bunch of things that she's been hoarding in her bag. She had like a lot of stuff. She would hoard dead things like dead wolves and dead troll, and we would eat it. And I don't think anybody ever told Nero he wasn't eating like meat, that he was eating like trolls. Nobody ever told him that, and I want to keep it that way. Nobody tell him. Yeah, very stupid baby dragon. She was so cute. Instead of rewards, she would refer to payment for what we did as ransom. Shit like that. I loved it. So we're fighting, I don't remember. I think it was a flaming skull of some sort. In a room with some skeletons. And we had this thing that we were doing that worked out. Let me know if my music is too loud, guys. I need to turn it down for me. There we go. what we learned to do while we were there, I think we kind of picked it up in a earlier dungeon, is what we would do is we would find a doorway. If it opened up into a place that we were going to end up, like, fighting something, we would kind of use the door as a funnel to keep anything from, like, back attacking us, keeping everything in front of us, which, you know, in theory works, provided everybody is melee. And that's gonna come into play very soon. So we're funneling, and we're doing okay. We're not doing great. It could be going better. And Tizuzu gets out this magic wand from her. And Sparkling Parfait, please feel free to correct me, because it's been like about a year. She pulls a wand out, and it makes big boom. That's what this wand does. I don't think it doesn't cast Fireball, or if it was something very similar. And so we're in this corridor. I need to illustrate this. Okay, that's got phone numbers on it. I can't pull that out. Where are all my... Okay, hold on. We'll do it here. We'll do it back here. There we go. Alright. So we got corridor. It looks like a stick and she licked it. It had a random effect. Okay, it was a rando thing. Okay. So we're in this big ass room, and there's this big flaming skull thing, right? And he's got, like, skeleton buddies. And we're trying our best. I'm hanging out with our monk up here, trying to get shit done. And then we have our other sorcerer, Pretty Elf over here. It's Mordecai. And then Gyoshan. Gyoshan is, there we go. Nira and Leo. Gyoshan is, he's like a catfish people. I always think of them as like Namazu. This is a very bad Namazu drawing, but it's kind of like this. He's our artificer? I think he was an artificer. This is very terrible. Sorry. So he's right here, right? He's in front of Tizuzu. And she pulls out this stick, and it's magical, and it has rando magic, and so she waves it, and dice rolls were on her side. Dice rolls were very much on her side, because I think she just lobs this giant fire spell. Whoosh! And I believe it goes down this hall. So the three of them are here in this hallway. Me and the monk are over here. Oh, it was lightning. You are correct. It was lightning. Okay. See, I'm getting this story bad. So Shazam, right? She sends this lightning bolt through the room. Unfortunately, because she's the one back, everybody in the hallway has to roll for a saving throw to not get hit. Now, Mordecai doesn't get hit, whether or not it was a good roll or just they may not have been like right there. They may have been out here. Gyoshan does not make this save. So this guy is making his little turrets and he's getting ready to fight, and then all of a sudden he gets zip-zapped and he is fried catfish. Tizuzu nails this poor fish, and this poor fish dies. Well, doesn't die, but takes some of the most damage I think anybody in this game has ever gotten, except for Tizuzu, who got, like, nailed in the chest by a mace by a troll at some point. The people getting hit by shit, just it was pretty funny. But, damn, she fries this catfish. He has no idea. His back was to her the whole time. So Nero, seeing this bullcrap, going like, Oh shit! I think she just cooked our is that Artificer? She just cooked our friend. Has to come back over here and expend a shit ton of lay on hands to bring this poor guy back. That's a funny story. We end up beating this guy, you know, it dies, right? We're going through this and we're getting near the end, and the funniest thing happens. The next time we have we have a moment to rest, is Gyoshan rightfully asks, what happened in this entire moment? And the rolls we had to make to throw him, you know, it's, you know, we're gonna put that over here and ignore this. Yeah, nothing, like, I think Tizuzu fails that check, and I think Mordecai and Nero make the check, and we basically say nothing happened. We just, nothing, yeah, you just got zapped by something, we don't know, zapped? You got zapped, you got fried? No, nothing happened. So as far as I remember, and as far as he knows, he has no idea what happened. He just got hit by a spell, and he doesn't know where it came from. Something fried him, and it totally wasn't the tiny baby dumb dragon. It totally wasn't the baby dragon. That is just one of the funny ass things that did happen in this entire campaign. That campaign was funner than hell. I'm gonna say right here is that you know, Nero's never gonna tell him what happened. I mean, it doesn't violate an oath not telling him the truth, so he ain't gonna tell him. There's no reason. He ain't gonna tell him why. But yeah, nothing happened. Nothing happened at all. He didn't just get zapped. No, everything was fine. That was fucking hilarious. That was hilarious. Bandage time! Yes! That was what Tizuzu called bondage. She just called it bandage time. That was... funniest shit that ever happened, man. Which happened a couple times because there were spiders involved. I hate spiders. Spiders suck. Although I want to say that there is a more than the bandage time that does suck. Bugbears, or was it an owl bear? It was a bugbear, I think. Bugbears are not. That is a negative buenus for Nero, and I never had an explanation why. I failed the fear check, and that worked against him. We don't talk about those. But yes, bandage time. If I talk about bondage, I always think bandage time. I always think that. I think I'm never gonna unthink it. Man, that campaign was good times, man. Good times. The amount of times I think I poured 10 to 15 points of lay on hands to save Tizuzu from dying. Fun, but she paid it all back when Nero almost drowned in a gelatinous cube on his second of 3 saves before I believe she killed it. Also the Sturges. Oh, the mosquitoes. Fuck those things. Tizuzu was really good at killing those. The mosquitoes. Super good at killing the mosquitoes. I hated those mosquitoes. They were like the worst enemy because you couldn't hit them for shit. Like, they moved really fast. They had a high evasion rate. And they always came in like packs of 20. Maybe not 20. But they came in a lot of packs. They came in big ass packs. Not negative buenas there too. I hated Sturges. They're literally worst enemy in the entire D&D franchise. Sturges can get fucked. Good time. That was a fun campaign. Also, even though I was not a bard, I did get to make out with 2 dragons. You know, On the unfortunate side for Tizuzu, it was her parents, but, you know, I didn't make that decision, they made that decision. It's awesome. Her parents were hot. But other than that, not that I was expecting that. I did not play with the intention of making out with hot dragon parents. It's just a thing that happened. I'm gonna say, you know, in a weird sort of way, Nero is nowhere near as horny as my cleric. My cleric was super horny. Okay, gotta get dinner. Yeah, hooking up with her parents was hilarious. Oh yeah, Tizuzu did have a cheater ring. She had a ring that just fired off a bunch of missiles. It was super cool. But enjoy your dinner, parfait. But yeah. That was a good campaign. I enjoyed it. It was really nice. Super nice. And the campaign that we're doing currently is a Kids on Bikes campaign, which I believe we're gonna get back to this week. We've had a lot of delays, but no big deal. It makes the anticipation so much better. That story is really long. I'll tell you what's going on in that. That is a long and involved story, and I also don't have my notes. But it involves a lot of cats. Kitty cats. Our island has many cats. That was a fun campaign. That's the campaign where I put May in it. Instead of coming up with characters wholesale, I just kind of grab them from my other OCs. Although May is a good fit for Kids on Bikes, you know, the sort of a Fatal Framey kind of a thing. She totally fits in that kind of vein of coolness. I still owe my D&D party their portraits. I've been trying to like get good skill. Like I'm trying to do it right because I want to paint them. But I'm trying to get the sketches to look just right. And I've never drawn a tabaxi, which is like cat people. But I don't know if I'm like supposed to draw them like palicos from Monster Hunter. Or if I'm supposed, they're more like Khajiit from like Elder Scrolls. So I gotta do a little bit more research on what the best way to show that is. But yeah, I owe everybody their character portraits. And I need to get back on that. I'm so nervous because they're like, you know, they're my friends. And I want to do a good job and I don't want to mess up. So, analysis paralysis. That kind of stuff. Y'all know how that goes. What happens if I do this? No, that's not the right color. Let's do this one. I mean, what is your tabletop if not shoving pre-existing characters in whatever story setting there is after all? You know, good point. The husband and I are planning on doing a Strahd campaign. Which is basically, it's Castlevania. It's literally Castlevania, now that I think about it. Strahd's kind of like Castlevania. It's a Strahd campaign. And so I'm rolling a new paladin, because I'm not gonna bring Nero into it. I'm rolling a paladin based on Jura, so he's gonna be an Oath of Vengeance. Mostly because I just don't think a Gentle Soul is gonna last very long in a Strahd campaign. I need someone with a little bit more bite. I want to roll Hideki as a paladin too. But I wouldn't know if like the standard oath or an Oath of Ancients. I think Oath of Ancients is like better, but I mean like I already have Nero, so you know. But definitely doing Jura as a Oath of Vengeance. Basically, they're just paladins that just go out and, like, right wrongs as they're vigilantes. So I can make a grumpy, cranky paladin. I would like to see if I could ever try and do a kids on bikes thing for Creepy and Crawly. That would be neat. That would be an interesting campaign to write it from a C&C perspective. May's doing good. She has a boyfriend now. She has a boyfriend. Choco's character is her boyfriend. Everybody fucking was shipping them together, and they finally kind of hooked up. So stakes, man. Drake's gotta protect his girl. Though if May dies, that would be fucking hilarious. Not that I want her to die. That would be very tragic. But I just think it would be hilarious. This is I believe the Kids on Bikes campaign is also the only continuity where May's parents are alive. Because in every other continuity, especially where, you know, her original series, her parents died. So Drake has to figure out how to date when she has a very overprotective father. It's pretty funny. Already he is suspicious of her hanging out with boys. But we have an island to save in that. We have to save the island from rats and a hive mind of a ghost of a rich dude who burnt down our cannery 70 years ago. 70 years ago? Is it 70? It's been a while. That's the basic strokes of the story. But the thought of May dying is inherently funny because it's so not a thing that could ever happen in most canons. It's made funnier by thinking it would happen in the one continuity where her parents aren't dead, right? Like, am I cruel for laughing at that? It is my character. It is, yeah, like, that would be, like, a funny irony. I don't want her to die, though. That would be extremely tragico. But we can joke about it. We can joke about it. Why is my dog angry? I hear him barking. Why he angry? Why angry? I don't know why I'm talking to him as if he was here and he can answer me. May dying would not be a good, it would not be good story plot, but imagine. It's why when she becomes older, she doesn't get, dead mom hair. She gets sexy mom hair. My eyes are going cross-eyed from this pattern. Nani? Okay, these triangles. Now I'm concentrating. Not very good stream talking. Okay. Okay. You're not cruel. You crack jokes. I mean, kill 'em all feed. That was your nickname for a while. Shouldn't have said that, but you know. You had a penchant for tragedy. And dead parents. Looking at you, Distance. Well, Distance had a lot of dead parents, actually, to be completely honest. Distance has probably the most dead parents of any series I've ever made, because it's mostly about the kids. That series had a lot of dead parents. Dead kids. Dead parents. You're a triangle. Okay. I wish I had a lighter purple. It scans lighter, though. It does scan light. I've had to... what's the word? Order a new C5 gray, Pool 5, this one, as it's starting to go on me. And it's a good mid-gray, but it is on its last legs, unfortunately. And at some point, my entire Copic collection is just going to get replaced by sketches. Ugh, it's so hard because the tips aren't pointed. Super concentration. Almost there, and I can take a quick talk break. Okay, I need tea in my mouth. What do you mean had a penchant you had? But too much work in my predilection with the macabre and the downbeat to be alluded to in the past tense you bent. Have you killed off an entire cast? Have you? Have you? I did. It's called Ragnatropolis. But I mean, it's like in the title, Ragnarok. You know? Everyone was gonna croak at some point. You sound so insulted that I would put that in past tense and I love it. Okay, stop laughing, Dio. No laughing, Dio. You can laugh when this is over. Shit. Ah. Oh, that was supposed to be orange. Whatever. I can do this. Ugh. I can do this. I can save this. That is really tough when you don't have like a sharp point on your pen. There we go. I'm gonna sharpen up those lines. Went a little over there. Steady, steady, crank up the funk spindle. Okay, almost there. Good enough. Is it good or good enough? And good enough is fine. Shockingly, I've never offed a whole cast, but then why would I? If there's no survivors, there's no survivor guild! Never change, Decon. Never flippin' change, bro. I love how you think. Almost done with this page. All we gotta do is his little hair cap up there. So I wanted to do more orange outfits because I was looking at the grid and I was really good about not like overdoing it with orange outfits, but then I realized I have like barely any orange outfits and it's a Halloween outfit grid. There needs to be more orange. So my original idea was maybe having like most of the cast from this having orange. And So, and then also Hannah's outfit's gonna be orange. And I think Tenori and Marimo, I believe, are gonna be mostly black. Because my squids. I finally finished the catalog. Finished it earlier than I expected. One night I was just kind of like on it. Like I was on fire, so I just stuck with it. And I went up like a considerable amount of levels more than I expected that day. So it worked out. Oh, we should color his candies. So I was ahead of schedule. Next month I'm gonna try at least, you know, at least 2 weeks of double levels. I got the Haori, which is what I wanted. I also wanted the Ultraman squid. Hand gesture. And then like the stuff they had for the locker were all the retro consoles. I wanted those. And I think the GameCube was like what, 95? It was quite up there in terms of where it was. I'm trying to talk. Trying to talk, but I'm coloring. Let's make this pink. Okay. You gotta make the noises, otherwise it doesn't count. If you don't make the noises when you color, it uncolors itself later. That's the rules. That's how it works. There you go. I'm gonna start putting things away. So I don't know what Renzo's is gonna be. Maybe some browns and orange? Brown and orange, like fall colors? That's not what I'm looking for. This is what I'm looking for. Redo the sigil. That is what growing up on an unhealthy diet of Suda51's Rari and Yokotaro does to a man. I mean, you are not incorrect with that. You are absolutely not incorrect. Oh, we should pop those out. You finished the second catalog. Oh yeah, no, yeah, yeah, I know that. That's just mainly for like other stuff, like, you know, there's more titles and cards and shit, you know. Because, like, you know, last spring season, I completed it very early, and I was just picking it up. Yeah, it just played a lot. Yeah, it just happens. There we go. Nero's done. It took 48 minutes. That was a lot longer than I thought. Oh, well, I probably did spend, like, 20 minutes, like, on the story. Talking about my D&D shenanigans. So to be fair, that's probably where a lot of that time went. Just give it a couple more details on there. Make it a little bit more dimensional. Pink pen? Whoa! Oh, you're a brush pen. Okay. That's fine. Pop off. Brief dip into Storytown. That was one of the funnest times I ever had. Like, I'm having a lot of fun in Kids on Bikes, too. But literally, if I were to sit down and talk about my Kids on Bikes campaign, I would be here all night. Like, you know, when I updated Decon on it, we had to do a voice call because I wasn't going to sit there and do, like, typing it all out. That would have taken flippin' forever. Trying to incorporate the hatching a little bit more into my style. There we go. That's not what I'm looking for. This is what I'm looking for. That looks off balance. That's better. Okay. Alright. Nero's done. It's Renzo's turn. Renzo might take a little bit because,
I don't know. What do you think?
Fun fact, when I was sketching these out the other night, I accidentally drew Nero on this page, and I was like, fuck. I was pissed. I had to erase it and redraw it on the proper page. Also, why the fuck did I design Renzo with so many fucking rings on? If we want to talk rings, hang on. Let me get that. Renzo has a lot of rings in his design. Look at all those. Shit. The only person I think that has as many rings is Jura. Jura wears a lot of rings, too. He went through considerably less design, I guess. I wanted his hair to always have like a whitish tint. So he didn't have as much, didn't have as much difference going on with him. But I did want to design him with a little bit more of a regal look, I guess. I don't know. Just wanted him to be a little different. I usually use Nero in things, but Renzo does appear in Battlemania 2.1. He's one of the main characters in Battlemania. Mostly because I think I had an idea for a Battlemania story. Whether or not that's going to become an album, that's years down the line. We're not even thinking about that yet. Nero was going to appear in that one instead. Along with Jura and Hideki. And the story was going to be considerably different, so it's good to have the prints get some love. They're pushing for the slight iridescent mauve tint. Yeah, I did like it, and I really like I'm glad I went with it. It's a much more regal look, I would say. Making it up as I go. Designing guys' outfits is hard. So maybe I was thinking like, maybe a green shirt with like a orange vest? I don't know. A Battlemania story. It is it's Battlemania 3, but like Battlemania 3 ain't gonna be around until like, 5 years from now or something. I'm not rushing that crap. There's no need to rush. I mean, if I were to write the story first and then the album comes later, I wonder if what would that be like? Decon, as you are my co-author, You're the Atma to my Nirmala. If you know, you know. What would that be like if I wrote it first and then you composed after? Would that be more constricting? That sounds like they'd be more constricting. Just kind of curious. That sounds like a much different dev cycle than what we'd be used to. And I don't know if that would be for better or for worse. It'd certainly be different. Certainly be way different. Probably make that harder. That's what I would assume. Am I coloring the things I know what the colors are? Yes. Why? Because why do anything different? Not opposed to writing the story well in advance. Oh. We do outline the story and cast some levels in advance. We do, yeah. We do. We choose the players in advance, and then we kind of hack that out. Yeah. It's just actually having the narrative done ahead of time is what I mean. I didn't do releases on that. How dare I? I know we had really good themes in Battlemania 2, where each of the levels were planned with a seasonal bent in it. Each of the levels would travel through a season. As the game went on, they went in order of seasons, which was different. If anything, might give more time for musical ideas to stew in your brain. So yeah, I mean, I'm not opposed to working on it whenever. I've been trying to, in and off time, I have actually thought about the narrative, the basic outlines. But I haven't really gotten an idea of who to use. Because we always have a roster of characters that are from both of us to make it more fair. And other than Jura, Hideki, and Nero, I don't really have a huge idea of who to use yet. Yet. Certainly because the eyes are bothering me. I always do one too small. All pretty solidly oh, okay. Yeah, we had a general idea of how the story was gonna work, yeah. Oh, that's too light. I think I used the wrong one. What was I using? Oh, I gotta check my notes. Oh, I did use this one. Okay, I was using the wrong one. Would we try to get all news shit? Or would we, This is exclusive, chat. Workshopping on something that you're not gonna see for years. Lol. Yeah, we'll have to hash out a different roster. Hold on, I gotta also... Yeah, this one has a tendency to leak if I store it wrong, so I've got to be careful about how I'm using it. Yeah, it's food for thought. Okay, I can't emotionally avoid the main colors. Oh shoot, I colored in those. Ah! Darn it. I'm getting careless. Come on! How many of these do I have to use to get the one that I want? There we go. Those were not supposed to be colored in. There we go. Okay. Buttons. I don't know. I don't know. Speaking of new projects, so I have, first of all, back up. I have a dream notebook that I keep by my bed. Mostly because I get some crazy dreams that turn into things that I want to use later. So, for example, Captured Time was a dream. It was, I dreamt that there was this big-ass tree and it had an egg in it, and this goddess character came up and picked up the egg, and it hatched into a monkey god. So, I kept that around. And that's what Chronexia came from. Which is the Roman goddess of cameras. That's where she came from. That was a dream I had once. And I have a bunch of things in there that haven't, even been fully fleshed out. I have a pirate series with a bunch of yokai, and the captain is a kappa. That was a dream. So, where am I going with this? Oh, so I had a dream, and then it kind of was an idea about all these silver-haired people hanging out, and they were all different kinds of, pastiches of, silver-haired characters, had a Dante parody and a Rei Ayanami parody and everything. And it never really went anywhere. I had a name. It was called the Silver Club. It was just about people with silver hair. And I decided I wanted to develop it, and I was thinking, it'd be really neat if I turned it into, a mock hero shooter. It'd be a video game concept. I'd never get it off the ground, but it would be really cool to think of it in that kind of a development way. So, I was thinking, yeah, I think I'm gonna try and create a mock hero shooter. I think that'd be kind of fun. I don't know. Oh, okay, I'm reading chat. There we go. General project direction. You're gonna see where I'm gonna direct it. Okay. And my concept for the story. Yeah. The concept was, yeah. Because we're still gonna use Pied. Why the fuck not? I just wanted to use them in a different sort of way. I know. Okay, we gotta stop emotionally avoiding the color palette of what we're gonna be doing, okay? So, let's, I need to swatch. And to swatch, I need more... Yeah, I guess I'll use this. I don't know what those notes are for. This is September 1999, so... Alright. That's too dark. Although I kind of like it, right? Maybe? Those are almost the same, so I'm going to put you back. Avant and quit my site. Yeah, I like this one a little bit better. Okay, I like olive better. Alright, so what are we going to do next? Let's put this. I'm taking a leaf out of my book, doing a fake game concept. Yeah. Ooh, that's really jarring. I don't know if that's what I'm looking for. That's too yellow, so I'm gonna put that right back. That's kind of that's kind of orange. It's a more muted orange. I like those two next to each other, so we're gonna take you out. I'm gonna hold you guys together. I need another swatcher. Oh, what's going on that piece of paper? Okay. Pull out a piece of cardstock. Yeah, I just thought it would be really interesting to try something like that. Like a fighting game is one thing. Like I'd like to do a fighting game, but... Okay, so that's what we're looking at. And let's see what this looks like. This is such a weird color. It never really goes with anything. Putty. It's called putty. It's like it is a yellow green. It's just not a yellow green I like. That's a little on the cooler side. I think we'll do the shirt this color. We'll do the vest this color. And we're gonna pretend we aren't gonna hate it. Alright? Oh, it's a yellow-red, that's why. That's technically orange. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, is like turning it into, like, I had a story for it, right? But, like, thinking of it as like that might help me get some of the kinks out. But yeah, Silver Club. So there's a Dante character, and he hunts demons and aliens. It's got it's sci-fi, so it's gonna have aliens in it. And there's a Dante parody. His brother is a Sessho Maru parody from Inuyasha, just cause. God, that looks good. I like that. That's looking real good. Okay. I probably should have left this blank, but I already colored his hair in. So, you know. There's a Rei Ayanami character, and she's a mecha pilot, and then she meets an alien who turns out to be he's an Ultraman parody, so he turns into an Ultra. I have like 2 series where I have like Ultra parodies, because I love Ultraman. 3. Count Hideki and Jiro, which is like basically Guy and Juggler. It's a great creative exercise. Yeah. Seems fun. So I say I'm gonna try it. Does sand work with this? Hold on. Yeah, that's good. I need a good contrast for the shadow. So yeah, there's a Rei Ayanami. I think I said I wanted to do, not Virgil, Raiden from like Metal Gear. Like maybe I want a Metal Gear parody in there. I don't know. I didn't get too far into it. But it's been sitting in my, dream folder thing for like ages. Why did I pull this out? There's a reason why I pulled this color out. What is it? The equivalent of walking into a room and forgetting what you're doing. There it is. I don't like that. I want them to be a different color. Immediate regret. Regret. Immediate. There we go. Fixed it. But yeah, I just figured it would be more interesting. They might show up this Christmas. I haven't made a decision. Christmas is in flux right now. I'm kind of waiting to see if... I'm going to try and pregame some stuff in November, though. Because I want to enjoy the holiday. Imagine that, Since I'm coloring those silver, I think I'm just gonna... Nah. There we go. November, I'm gonna at least try to aim to have at least 12 pieces done ahead of time. If there's a prompt list, I'll find a way to force them into it. I've been doing the advent calendar for like over 15 years now, so, you know. Anyway, I'm talking all over the place. But yeah, I'll hash out we'll work on it little by little for Battlemania and see where it goes. I mean, when we release Battlemania 2.1 this Christmas, it'll be great. I have to finish the art for that. I have not finished the art for that. And that's on me. I need to get off my ass and do that. Sorry. Sorry, Decon. Catching COVID at the beginning of this year for the second time really set me back. Ooh, yeah. It has a more mature feeling, these two colors with each other. I don't know why I'm grasping this. I'm getting hungry. Husband's not home yet? Wow. What time is it? It's like 7:40. I thought he'd be home by now. Wow. I am baby. Anyway. What to talk about? I will get this out of the way early. If I am to do this next week, and I think I am scheduled for one more Outfit August next week, I'm gonna it's just gonna color the last 3. Because everything else should be done by then. And then I'm gonna... I did that wrong. I shouldn't have colored that. Shoot. Alright. Mistakes were made. And then we'll drop back to once. We're gonna start doing some spooky games. So I gotta go check out the DreadX collections. And we're gonna play some spooky games all up through October. And I'm also gonna do horror games as my Inktober. We'll make that a part of that. Suppose that would be September's drawing job? I mean, you've killed before, not kill again! Shh! Decon! Don't tell nobody! Motherfucker. I'll murder you. Lol. But yeah, I do have to get those done. Well, they'll be done before the album comes out. That's all that matters. Okay? That's all that matters. I had a roadblock in trying to do some stuff, which is why I haven't gotten back to it. And then summer happened. And then video game apocalypse when, like, amazing games all started fucking coming out. And Jesus Christ. Like, Armored Core is coming out, guys. I'm buying that for the husband for his anniversary gift. He's getting Armored Core. And I'm gonna watch him play the fuck out of Armored Core. And hopefully they put my beloved Patches in it. Patches fan. Patches did nothing wrong. The only Patches that isn't sexy is the Patches in Bloodborne, which is ironic because Bloodborne is like the sexiest FromSoft game. Like, for real. Alright, we gotta decide these trousers. But in the meantime, before I make that decision... There we go. Alright. I still don't know what to color him, so let's... I hit a wall with stuff and never got back to it. No shame, no shame. That's why it took you so long. I mean... You know... Shit happened. Life comes at you, be nice, as to quote, Karo-chan from, Cardcaptor, Sakura. That was one of the... It's one of the quotes in the manga, the localized version. Life comes at you, be nice. I mean, it does. Life comes at you. And I'll tell you what I hit a wall with, right? Like, what I hit a wall with in Battlemania is I hit a wall with drawing out, because I wanted to, like, I hit a wall with Renzo's pose, because Renzo's pose was supposed to be based off of JP's pose from the original Battlemania, and I hit a wall with it. I just could not make that pose work. So that's where I was like, oh, I'll get back to it, and then it's been like, how many months? So, yeah, no. It is entirely my fault. It is no one else's fault but my own. But that's where I hit a roll, and I was just like, you know. You want to be green? I'm using this upside down. You can be green. Okay. Oh. I mean, that's artist tings, you know? And then new projects happened. As usual. It is my own fault for not, you know, keeping myself on track. I have no one to blame but myself. And it's not like I'm doing anything else with my life except streaming. For you guys, for your amusement, for your pleasure. But yeah, a lot of video games came out this year that, like, busy? Tears of the Kingdom? I can no longer... Well, I guess I can go a little longer with avoiding it. Contrast. Be much darker, please. Such a mature look. Shown with the crescent music for months. Void flicker. Yeah. Yeah, everything after... Yeah, well, you know. Life came at us. Alright. I must make a decision regarding these trousers. Gray? I think gray. Yeah, I think we should go gray. This gray that I need soon. Let's do that. Oh. I don't see anybody. Okay. Gray or dark brown. Yeah, I don't know if I want to do brown. I think I'm going to go gray. And that's just the way it's going to be. Yeah, I like this. This is what I'm feeling. Oh, there you go. There it's... Fuck. Right when I find what I want. Keep them white because that works too. Yeah, well, his defaults are white. Okay. I'm shaking it like a Polaroid picture. Well, I'm glad I ordered a replacement. Okay, hold on. I went over there. Okay. Let's try this. substantially lighter, but layering over it should help. There we go. I can do this. It was just like last year when I was using a not water fast marker when we were doing watercolors. That was there we go. Kind of watercolory. That was fun. And then blend back. Pull it up. Dude, when are you gonna switch to like digital? Never. I'm good. Okay, thanks. I don't need to switch at all. I've got everything under control. I don't know if I would like. I feel like my style would my digital style would like be ultra different if I were to switch. I don't know how I feel about that. It worked! That turned out really nice. It turned out real nice. Use the words. Oh, I said blue! Shit! Let me switch to... ruined my brand? Yeah, I know, right? Now they're blue. Blending. That's called blending, children. That actually turned out pretty good. It's like a nice desaturated denim. I kind of like that. We're gonna do it. Yeah. We're gonna go like... There you go. Everything's fine. I did it. Although I'm just gonna fucking... just make it up as I go over here because that's just for back detail. Okay. Alright. We're done. One more. We flying. My markers are so dry. Like my humor. Okay. Whoops. This way. She should be easy because it's just going to be an orange dress. Because I don't have enough orange dresses. I need more. The pose on this was the hardest for me. And the hands. Hands are hard. I never really committed any of the tricks to my memory. Okay. I also forgot what her default shoes look like. Give me a moment. There we go. She didn't get very many different sketches. I have one in one book and then just one here. And it's just that one. That's it. You'd think I'd have more deliberation, but I don't. I'm not gonna blend the eyes. Too tiny. Okay. Pumpkin bead. Put that over there. What's this? There we go. Hello, husband. Oh, what did you get? Round table? Okay. Pizza. We're having pizza. I just didn't know what kind. Unrelated but related. Proud of gently persuading you to give the many fantasy sites. Yeah, well, you know, that was kind of half your idea, half my idea. You know. It was both our ideas. There we go. I like Nero's because his defaults are like asymmetrical links. One's like an ankle high and then the other's like almost knee high. I like the asymmetry. I think it's cool looking. Sorry, I'm being very quiet because I want to make sure I get this right. Almost done with the not talking part. Also, I like this song. It's a good song. Zoop. Okay. It starts out so fluorescent and then it like dries hot pink. It's kind of cool. Let's just put all the orange bits in first. So these are going to be a different color. This is orange. Orange, orange, orange. Kind of cool to have different characters represent different seasons, which is what this crew was. So she's spring. Because of course pink would be spring. Why the heck not? Color the pumpkin on the ends of the hair. Okay, we're only at like half an hour till. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Okay. Lots of orange on this one. It's gonna be lots of orange. Because I like orange. I used to be a Giants fan. Used to be is the operative word. Okay, we're gonna do this sister. Okay. Because both of us can't pick a favorite out of the main. Yeah, her little fantasy kegs. I don't remember what the make was, so I'm only going off my original sketches, and they're not exactly the exact, so they're a little bit more divorced from what they're supposed to be, mostly because I can't remember how they look. Okay, I'm sure. Now I gotta decide if I'm gonna use a dark gray for the black parts, just so I can shade it better. I think I will. That's why I pulled that out. All these candies. Makes me want candy. Oh, I gotta talk about this. Okay. I'm remembering the things I meant. So, nerds have been doing some crazy shit in the last... recently. Alright, they got these nerd ropes things where they're like a fruit roll-up candy in it, and then... hold on, I need to check my notes for her color of her shoes. Okay, that's how I did it. Should we make them orange? Should we Halloweenify them? I'm thinking yes. We should definitely Halloweenify her shoes. Well, I think that just that middle panel is going to be orange then. There we go. I'm gonna use this. But this is a very interesting import. They have a limited edition candy corn version. Halloweenify the kids, yeah. There is a Halloween version of their candy corn. Now, before anybody comes for my head, I know it's really divisive. I like candy corn. But to say these things are, it has the consistency of candy corn. They do not taste like candy corn. They merely have the consistency and the shape of candy corn. So if that's something you're into, if you're willing to try, and I am, because I really like candy corn, they're basically triangle shaped, and then they have like the outer shell tastes like a flavor. I'm gonna do this even grayer one so we can see it better. The outer shell is one flavor, and then the inner part, the insides, taste different. They have like a different flavor. So like they'll have like blue raspberry and apple, or orange, or blue lemonade and cherry, and I fucking ate a whole bag. Like, chat. I ate a whole bag. If you do not like candy corn taste, but you're willing to give the candy corn consistency a try, try the Nerds. The Nerds one. It's pretty good. I adored it. I don't usually shade the examples, but I did because I wasn't paying attention. Okay. They were so good, chat. So good, chat. I ate the whole bag in like one day. Not a sitting. Though if you told me to, I wouldn't have complained and I would have done it. I cannot see now that I've gone over my lines. They were good. I am not lying. I am not pulling your leg. This is not candy corn conspiracy. Candy corn nerds are pretty flippin' good. I love them. They're so good. Okay, I have completely lost. I have lost it. shouldn't have colored over it. I should have left some. Oop. Sounds like doggies are eating dinner because I heard a door close. I can't see it. Buttons are here. Can't see shit. Can't see shit, Captain. But I did my best. There we go. Okay. Neros are Converse. Renzos are Vans Skate High Tops. Boxster Keds. Nike Air Jordans for Nicola. Yeah, that sounds about... Like, I'll take your word for it. That sounds about right. That got a little dicey. Alright. Do that. We're going to put the shadows in, then we're going to put the powder in, then we're going to call it a night. There we go. Okay. Blend. I mean, of course you would remember because you were the one who gave me the ideas. Except for Nero. Nero was, all me at the moment. So, I'd like to do more of it. Of the main characters, but I should fill it out with more other characters in this world. It's a fantasy world. Gotta put some goblins in it. Gobble girls and other mythical pretty girls in it. You know? Minotaur girls. Maybe a Manotaur. Have you guys seen that meme? That terrifying meme? We should put her shadow in. There we go. I need this. My favorite kind of bracelet are the ball ones because I had one as a child, and also they're easy to do. There we go. Looks about right. I'm running out of room. That's the problem with my tiny, old-ass IKEA desk. I run out of room so fast. Okay. Avant and quit my sight! This way. And yet I'm here, tripping over all of my pens again. It's supposed to be buildings. Actually, we should just do it. Here we go. I am hungry. Gow gow. Hungry. Food now. I'm not gonna follow the pattern exactly because what is pattern? This is the handmade kind of stuff that you can't get anywhere else. Yeah, it's merely just a suggestion. There we go. I kind of like that. My hand hurts. I'm pushing too hard.
When darkness comes, someone needs you.
There we go. Let's do another house with a roof. Teepee roof. Or a wigwam. There we go. Now it's too quiet. Sneaker consultant. Yes, that is you. You are a sneaker consultant. Okay. Oh, I should finish coloring those in. I like these pens, the Tombow pens. You can get nice sharp lines, or you can get slightly fatter lines. And they have a nice hard nib. Definitely good for doodling, especially on different kinds of paper. Okay. We'll at least take a look at what we didn't get to today. Okay, almost done. It's because I'm gripping this pen so damn hard. There we go. There's the color in the candies. I guess. Same color as her hair. It creates a tangent. Whoops. Get some green ones in there. A light green one. That's not where that goes. That's not where that goes. And then what? That's a good candy color. I guess that works. Color everything in as we go. So yeah, last outfit August will be next week. We'll be finishing up everything. And then no Tuesday streams, just Thursday unless something happens. gonna do spooky games. Definitely want to do more Midnight, because holy fuck, that game is so fun. I'm getting used to it now. It is such a fun game. Screaming is fun, but we definitely gotta get Dr. Lupin, Choco. We gotta get him back into it. Okay. It's more fun to scare him. He screams. I don't want to be the only one screaming. That's not fair. Although it is fun hearing me scream sometimes. I gotta figure out where my optimal microphone should be. It's like sometimes I'm too loud in it, and sometimes I'm not. It just depends. Also, door hacks. We're not explaining that, Choco. You have to figure it. If you're here, Choco, you'll find out what door hacks are. Door hacks. I mean, it doesn't work on maps that don't have as many doors. Oh, we gotta do the rest of her hair beads. Shoot! So many tiny details on her. Lots of hatching. Shashing. Hatching. Hashishing. Whoops. No, not that. There we go. And then they can have a white one. Okay. There you go. So that one happened faster. Sort of. Alright. So we have Hideki to do. I still have to ink him. I based it a little bit on Mimikyu, but it's gonna be white. Maybe it'll be cream. Maybe we'll do cream. Do a little cream, even though Mimikyu's already cream yellow. Yeah, I just like his little face here. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Ugh, so cute. I need to decide what to put on his t-shirt. Oh, I got 10 minutes. Okay, I got a little time. And then Jura's a plague doctor. I drew him way too short, comparatively. He needs to be a little taller, but he's too far down, and I'd have to, like, redraw it and shift it up, and I don't want to do that. I spent a lot of time on that. Cry. But what should we put on Hideki's t-shirt? Now, the previous ghost poncho that we have, it says boo, so we can't do that twice. We did this one on stream too. So what should we... You can't see me? I'm a ghost? It's Hideki, so it has to be something cute and obnoxious and dumb. I don't know. That turned out good. Looking at it from the back is cute too. Yeah. And then super preview is new character Hana, who's it's from that Magical Girls series I was working on. I did an antagonist for July, so we will definitely get to her. And then I've got my 2 squids are last. They will be drawn by next week. But I gotta figure out what to draw on little Hideki's stupid little shirt. I mean, Boo would have been perfect, but I already used that, so I cannot. Ooh, I got spicy water still left. Where's my phone ringing? Sorry, I was looking at something. I don't know. What would be something silly to put on a t-shirt that you're not going to see underneath the poncho? He looks good in ponchos. That was like his original design. Or like his... when he was younger. Before he became a god. He also wore a poncho. Let me get that. There we go. That was his first outfit, which is, again, it's actually based on a... I should not have that pin in there. On a Bloodborne armor build that I saw somewhere. It was the doll top with boots and I think Father Gascoigne's hat. I can't remember, but yeah. Hideki plus poncho equals happy. I don't know what to put on his other t-shirt. This is my Halloween costume? Seems a little too snarky for me. Oh, we'll just put another extra ghost on it. There we go. There we go. That, I like that. That makes sense to me. Alright. I have 9 minutes. I'm hungry. Well, we've got a lot done this month. I think I've done almost every week. Except the week I was sick. A big variety of costumes. I was very happy with that. And then I think I was saying last time, next year, I'm not doing... Fuck it. Let's see how much we can ink. In like 8 minutes. Let's ink this one. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna be doing Outfit August after next year. I need a little bit more rest. This takes a lot of time. Next year, I think I decided I wanted to do swimsuits. But I don't know if we're gonna have more guys or girls. I'll try and have as many grills. Recursive ghosts. Yeah, there you go. I'll try to have more grills. For that. But I like guys too. Yeah. Big button. Okay. Necklace. Necklace. He wears a lot of necklaces. Why is it quiet? It's a quiet track, isn't it? It is a quiet track. Okay. What's going on here? Okay. I find it ironic that I have Jura as a plague doctor, but Hideki was the medic. Seems very, ironic. And not rain on your wedding day ironic. Sorry, Alanis. No shade. course Hideki is holding food. That's his whole character, is perpetually hungry. I don't know what I just drew as a food. Maybe it's a bar. I don't know. Lol. I don't know why you tune into this. It's not as if I'm professional. Maybe he'll have orange chucks too, because his is usually red. There we go. There we go. Very Mimi Q-esque. I say rip with the rest in peaches. Too much to squeeze in that space. Yeah, it is a little, that would be a little hard. It is a tiny spot. I don't know why I had to draw the whole thing. It's just I doodled it and I was like, that needs to happen. It just happened. There are some things I want to redo for Hideki and Jura's outfit August, but I was pretty happy with it. A couple of outfits I wanted to do. And then creating unique weapons and mirrors and gemstones for each world they went to, because that's just their thing. That was kind of fun. Cute little poncho! Orange chucks. Yeah, heck yeah. More orange chucks. Because I think... Oh, there we go. I always forget that. Like I said, there wasn't as much orange as I thought it was going to be, so I'm making up for lost time. Goofy little face. What a goofy little god. This is quiet! I can hear my fan over it. Quiet track. Wasn't expecting it. There we go. Now we got some sound. There we go. It looks kind of like a jellyfish. Or an octopus. A bit little Dumbo octopus instead. Not exactly what I was expecting. Ooh. My neck hurts. Alright, so as I finish up, I misspelled his name. I'll clean that up later. There we go. Okay. I don't know what I have for Thursday. It's a surprise. I'm gonna change it. But Thursday, I don't know if it's gonna be Monster Hunter. Maybe it'll be Fatal Frame. Maybe we'll do some Fatal Frame. It's been a while. We'll see how far maybe we can get in something. But we'll do Fatal Frame. I don't know. We'll do something. We'll figure it out. So, that'll be that. I'll see you guys Thursday. Whatever it's gonna be. I don't know what it will be Thursday, but it will be something. It'll be something. I'll figure it out. So, I'll see you guys Thursday. It'll be something spooky. And, yeah. Alright. And then next week, last Outfit August. And if you missed any, you can check my YouTube. My YouTube has them all uploaded within a week and a half. I try to do it within the week, but sometimes I forget. So, alright. I'll see you guys Thursday. Have a good night. Good night.